I was missing one thing when I was starting my first startup, and it was actually seeing how a startup is built, seeing what are the steps to build a startup, how someone else does it, so I can get some inspiration, some information, and some education about how things are done or how things have been done. And right now, I'm starting a startup. I'm building a startup that's probably, I don't know, my seventh or eighth or ninth attempt at doing it. And I thought, why not record the process this time? Because I never did it before. Maybe I was blogging a little bit, but not really doing it seriously and consistently. So I decided that maybe this time I should do something about it. I should record something that might be interesting for other people that are looking for information like that, just like me, just like I was looking for information when I was starting out. Now, a little bit of backstory about how we got here and why we think now is the time to build something like this, why we think we are the team to build a product like this, what the product is, how far we've gone. And yeah, just let me take you back a little bit. I started working with apps, I don't know, ever since maybe I was somewhere in university or a little bit later than that. It was web apps at the time, mobile apps weren't still a thing. But right after mobile apps started getting popular, I was getting really into mobile app development because I realized that that's probably the thing for me. I love software, I love mobile phones. And yeah, I thought mobile apps are my thing, and they are my thing, I was right. It took me a while to start actually developing something. But yeah, once I got into it, I haven't really stopped doing it for 7 or 8 years now. And when I started initially, I was just building the apps, building the websites for the apps, and publishing the apps. In the beginning, I was only doing iOS apps, but none of them really got very popular. They weren't really financially successful. So as a company, as a business, they weren't sustainable. So I quickly switched to something else and started doing something else. And somewhere around 2 years into this, I got an offer to work for a client to develop an app for someone else, basically. That was successful. I started getting revenue right away. I started building a team around that client. So essentially, I built a service business without actually wanting to build a service business. And I've always wanted to go back to products, and we've always been doing something in the background, a little bit of product development, our own products. We've been testing things, pushing out concepts and things like that, but we never really got into it very seriously up until now. So we've been developing this product. It's called MobSur. I'll leave a link in the description of the video. So MobSur is the easiest way for a mobile app company or a mobile app developer to put surveys or quizzes in their app. And essentially, we started working on this product at the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2020. It was again by a request from a client. They wanted to have a survey functionality in their application. We figure out that it's going to be a lot of work to write everything with code. So we started looking for something easier solutions for this. And it actually turned out that there aren't many great solutions out there, especially for mobile apps. Sure, for websites and web applications, there are many options, but not for mobile apps. So we decided, wow, it looks like maybe we can do something about this. And we started developing the backend of the software. We put this in this client project. We developed the backend, we developed the SDKs, and we're now ready, almost ready with the dashboard and the UI. So we're basically almost ready to launch the product. And that's where we're at right now. We have set a date for 1st of September 2022 to launch a public beta. The public beta, of course, will have relatively limited functionality, but almost everything will be in there already. We plan to launch the public beta with free plans throughout the board. So I think it's a great time for anyone that's interested to actually sit out and see if they like it, maybe give us some feedback. It's all going to be free, so you don't have to pay anything for it. And actually, the plan is maybe a month and a half or 2 months after we launch the public beta to be ready with the production version of the app, because the backend functionality, all of it is already built. So we're now just building the front end and the UI, clearing out user experience, the flows, and everything else. So that takes a while, but we have a lot of functionality already built on the backend. We just need to figure out the UI that's gonna work well for these functions. So yeah, that's where we're at with the product. We are also doing a cold outreach campaign, meaning we are sending emails, DMs to potential customers, people that could sign up for the beta even now. We're also now creating our content for social media. We're about to start publishing some of that content on social media. Hopefully, it's going to be interesting. Supposed to be fun, some of it, and some of it is going to be educational. But that's also coming soon. Also, another thing that we did recently, I think it's been about a month since we've been in that program. We signed up for a program called Pioneer. So, Pioneer is a place for founders to meet other founders. But there's also a great opportunity for a small investment, perks. And the best part, maybe, is the possibility to present in front of top tier VCs, to pitch your startup in front of top tier VCs. And also, it's a great accountability tool, meaning the program requires you to publish weekly updates of how you're doing. You set KPIs, you need to update your progress towards those KPIs. So I think that has probably been sort of key to our progress and making sure that we're on track to there, make sure it's ready, and yeah, basically stay on track and not get sidetracked with customer work, because that's always a problem, especially in our case. So yeah, essentially, we're about to launch the public beta. We are publishing regular weekly updates on the Pioneer platform, and we are making great progress there. I think once we are ready with the public beta and we are able to finish our profile in Pioneer, on track to be in the top 50 worldwide, the Pioneer startups, which is basically where you want to be if you want to get selected for the program and then the perks and everything else. So yeah, I'll leave links to the product in the description. If you're interested, make sure you sign up for the beta access. Basically, you can sign up even now, despite the fact that it's not ready yet, and we'll send you an email once it's out there. So yeah, make sure you sign up for that beta even now, because yeah, like I said, during the beta, the public beta, it's going to be all the plans are going to be free for everybody. Of course, we're going to have a free plan and a free trial later. So yeah, that's also going to be an option if you're not ready to do it right now. So yeah, thank you for the time, guys. I'll try to record and publish a video hopefully every week, and make sure I update everyone on the progress of how we're doing, where we're at, and what are the plans for the future. And I'll make sure I'll share with you any significant updates and any interesting information that we have for our progress so far. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want me to talk about something specific, building the product, building the startup. And yeah, thank you for your time, and see you next week.